Illumina community. I am Jill Castoe, a field application scientist.
And I am Anna Sanchez, a bioinformatics support scientist.
Illumina provides a wide range of next-generation sequencing instruments that have become the core production technology for many labs. Whether a user is operating a large sequencing center or a small research lab with a single instrument, reliable instrument operation and management are critical for optimal usage with maximum throughput.
To achieve this goal, Illumina provides Illumina Proactive, a monitoring service in which instrument performance data are sent to Illumina to enable proactive maintenance. This service facilitates early detection of failure risk and faster, more accurate troubleshooting of runs, which leads to increased instrument uptime, improved operational efficiency, and reduced risk of lost resources.
In this video, we explain the benefits of instrument performance monitoring, show how to enable Illumina Proactive, and answer frequently asked questions about data security. Preemptive detection and notification of elevated instrument failure risk can reduce unplanned downtime. This allows users to schedule required component replacements at their convenience. Let's look at an example of a reagent chiller for an instrument. Here we see the temperature readings over time. The spikes signify when the chiller door was open, so we want to focus on the baseline. By tracking instrument performance data, we can see that the reagent chiller was slowly increasing over time from 7 to 8 degrees Celsius. An automatic warning was sent to Illumina tech support when the average temperature was approaching 8 degrees Celsius. A new chiller component was installed at the customer's convenience, and no runs were impacted due to the chiller failure. Locating, downloading, and sending required data and files to Illumina support can cause unnecessary delays and burden during the service process. With Illumina Proactive and its direct access to instrument performance parameters, your Illumina service and support team can diagnose and troubleshoot instrument issues quickly. Also, historical performance monitoring made possible with Illumina Proactive supports efficient troubleshooting and sometimes preemptive instrument repair, as we saw just a moment ago with the reagent chiller example. By monitoring instrument performance, Illumina can receive proactive notification and schedule preemptive repair, all leading to improved operational efficiency and risk management. The overall goal is to prevent in-run failures which lead to lost time, labor, sequencing reagents, and precious samples. You may be wondering which data files qualify for review and how it affects you. Instrument performance data refers to a set of metrics that can characterize the operational performance of the sequencing instrument, including software logs, operational logs, instrument configurations, run parameters, and other performance files. Importantly, sequencing data are not included in this category and are not accessible or reported through the same data stream. For each system, instrument performance monitoring is configured in the instrument control software by you, the user. Instrument system guides provide details on how to enable or disable the delivery of instrument performance data. For greater detail on universal and instrument-specific network configurations, refer to the Universal Settings and Instrument-Specific Settings sections in the Illumina Proactive technical note, available on www.illumina.com. If you encounter any issues enabling this service, your IT personnel can review the specific connection requirements highlighted in the Illumina Proactive technical note. Requirements for enabling Illumina Proactive: access to port 443, 80, and 8080, base space domains for each region, connection to a 1 gigabit network switch to accommodate delivery. See your instrument's site prep guide for more detail regarding networking and bandwidth. Instrument control software must be configured to enable performance monitoring. Now that you have the requirements for Illumina Proactive, follow these steps to enable Illumina Proactive. Step 1 is to make sure that any concerns regarding information security are addressed by appropriate IT representatives and that all institutional requirements are met. For Step 2, confirm current system instrument performance monitoring settings. Some instruments may already be enabled by default. You can find your instrument's performance monitoring settings on this chart or see the Illumina Proactive technical note. It is important to note that with software upgrades, the Illumina Proactive setting either reverts back to the default setting or retains the setting prior to the upgrade, depending on the instrument. Finally, step 3 is to enable the Send Instrument Performance Data to Illumina checkbox before starting a run. All Illumina instruments provide this option in the user interface, although the exact wording varies. For example, to confirm Illumina Proactive is enabled on a MySeq, a user would select Run Options, Base Space Settings, and select Checkbox to enable.
Data security is a top priority for Illumina customers. Through consistent effort, security profiles for Illumina operating systems improve over time as new systems are designed and new threats to information are identified. Here are some considerations for data security. Illumina sequencing systems do not require inbound ports from the internet, and so blocking these ports is recommended. This configuration reduces the possibility of reaching the login screen through the internet and reduces access to the operating system from remote locations. NovaSeq and iSeq 100 systems have a feature called Software Restriction Policy, or SRP, which limits the applications that can run on Illumina computers to those that Illumina has approved or whitelisted. This restriction prevents any malware from being executed, even if it infiltrates the system, because SRP protection will not allow execution of the program. NovaSeq systems include a feature called Enhanced Mitigation Experience Toolkit, or EMET. Designed by Microsoft, EMET provides an additional layer of security for Microsoft Windows. With an interface that can be used to adjust Windows security features, EMET is an additional complementary defense tool placed between the firewall and user-selected antivirus software. Illumina recommends that all Windows security updates be applied regularly. However, this feature is not enabled by default. Instructions for enabling security updates are provided in the Microsoft Security Update Guide available at the link on screen. Instruments communicate with Base Sequence Hub through a web-based application program interface, or API. All traffic between the sequencing instrument and Base Sequence Hub uses Transport Layer Security, TLS. TLS is an internet standard that encrypts sensitive communication as they pass over the internet. All service methods require API key signatures, and service is refused to all others. For more details on encryption at rest and data center security, see the Illumina Proactive technical note and accompanying references to white papers on base-based security, privacy, HIPAA, and GDPR.
Thanks, Anna. So let's answer a few frequently asked questions about Illumina Proactive.
Sure, let's do it.
So if I enable Illumina Proactive on my sequencing instrument, will my data be sent to Illumina?
No, only instrument performance data, which includes software logs and instrument configurations. Sequencing run data, like BCL files, are not sent and are not accessible through Illumina Proactive. Take a look at this chart to see how connectivity differs between Illumina Proactive and sequence data analysis.
My information security team requires additional technical information before enabling this service. Are there additional resources available?
Yes, there are. Additional details and an overview of data security considerations are provided in the Illumina Proactive technical note available on illumina.com. Also, the site prep guides for each system contain additional details on network setup. Finally, more information on Software as a Service, SaaS, security is provided in the Base Sequence Hub Security White Paper available on illumina.com.
Okay, one more. Are there other best practices that Illumina recommends concerning data security?
Absolutely. Illumina strongly recommends that users omit sample-specific information from the name of the experiment or sample ID.
Thanks, Anna. These and several other FAQs are answered in the Illumina Proactive technical note, so be sure to review them online.
In this video, we have highlighted the benefits of Illumina Proactive, shown how to enable it, and addressed data security considerations. Please be sure to reference the Illumina Proactive technical note, which contains numerous tables and provides additional details on the topics we have covered in this video. Also, for more information about the requirements for implementing Illumina Proactive and additional IT resources, please view the supplemental video available on www.illumina.com.
If you have any further questions about Illumina Proactive, data security, or implementation at your facility, contact your local Illumina support team. We are happy to help and keep your Illumina systems running at optimal efficiency. And as always, thanks for being a part of the Illumina community.